What's up, world? It's your boy AC. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Also, on top of that, man, we're gonna watch a crazy video today. So with that being said, world, man, it's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. You gotta keep your eyes open and your ears open too. So with that being said, man, let's get into this video.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Sometimes I have the impression that our ancestors imagined the present, the day that we live now, very much differently than it is. And I guess the same will happen to us. I mean, everybody imagined 2020 very much differently than it probably is. When it was the year 2000, I imagined that we would already be living like the Jetsons. So, I'm not too sure about you, but it definitely isn't what I pictured it to be.
Oh my god! Jimmy, I need to go home!
However, there's still a lot to happen, and the future might be bright for some, while it may be dark for others. And today, we're going to be analyzing some possible futures that will probably scare the heck out of anyone.
Weather changing, everything changing, you feel me? It's crazy.
In this world that we live in, everything is connected. If in one place it's too hot, in another place it will be too cold. And the same thing kind of happens with locusts and insects. In the years of 2019 and 2020, plagues of locusts were registered all over the world in a way that was never registered before. And the thing is, what's connected here is that we have been having strange climate and weather in the past few years, and this has everything to do with the swarms of locusts that we have been seeing. Sudden rainfall, for example, could help feed a growing population and cause flooding that calls locusts together and attracts more locusts to join. What starts as a small group can turn into a threatening swarm of thousands, millions, or even billions of locusts. The situation is dire, but this isn't a new problem. Locusts are the oldest migratory pest in the world. Plagues of locusts are recorded as early as the pharaonic times of ancient Egypt, with perhaps the most famous reference in the Old Testament's book of Exodus. The largest plague in US history was recorded in 1875 when a swarm of trillions of now extinct Rocky Mountain locusts measuring 2,000 miles long and 110 miles wide flew over the Midwest. Severe weather conditions including heat extremes, strong cyclones, and unusual heavy rains in the Arabian Peninsula are creating ideal conditions for adult populations to explode. Recently, many other countries have been seeing the same thing happen. And in the near future, if nothing is done about it, we could have a huge problem with food supply and the way that we do things. Not to mention the possibility of animal and insect genetic modification, something that has been happening a lot lately, and we don't know exactly the consequences.
All this is in the Bible.
The thing is, if not dealt properly and timely, this could become a huge problem that would take millions of dollars and years to solve.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. It's in the Bible. It's biblical.
If there's one future that is very close to becoming a scary reality, is the possibility of biological humans trading their bodies in favor of a purely digital existence. This would require a person to literally upload their mind to a supercomputer, but this hypothetical process might actually result in the permanent destruction of the original person. Sounds like a Black Mirror episode, doesn't it? But in fact, this is already being tested. And the problem with this is something called a continuity of consciousness.
Ain't no joke.
The thing is, supercomputers may actually create an algorithm that will be able to copy a person's entire memory, personality, and many other traits. The thing is, we still haven't found a way to copy a person's consciousness into some sort of digital platform. And this is where I see a bit of a problem. Because if this becomes a thing in the near future, imagine that you're talking to someone through Facebook or any other social platform. You may actually not know if this person is real or if it's a digital copy of someone that isn't alive anymore.
Hello, I am the future. I am the beginning of Beta 2.0. On the 10th of October 2019, Beta 1.0 will say his very last
But this is not all. Imagine if hackers get their hands on tools and supercomputers that can replicate a person into a digital self. I can't even fathom the problem that this could become.
I hope it does it again.
For anyone listening to this message, please in contact with the Time Council. Tell them he's escaped and is failing me. They're found buried in the tragedies. 265. Please call it.
Am I tripping right now? What is happening?
Now, if 2020 wasn't enough, people are now hearing strange messages that are supposedly coming from the future on their radio stations inside their cars. It was the case with Snackquarius, who posted this video recently, and it obviously went viral, and I can't completely understand why. The thing is, there is something even scarier than 2020, and it's the fact that in the near future, and we're talking about 3 to 5 years, people will be able to create their own pandemic at home.
What?
Check this out. Earlier this year, Oxford's Global Priorities Project compiled a list of catastrophes that could kill off 10% of the population or more.
Crazy.
And high on the list was a deliberately engineered pandemic, and the authors warned that it could happen in as few as 5 years. Many of the technologies for this prospect are starting to appear, including the CRISPR gene editing system and the 3D bioprinters. What's more, the blueprints for this kind of destruction are being made available. A number of scientists spoke out recently when Nature decided to publish a so-called gain-of-function study explaining how the bird flu could be mutated into something even deadlier. The fear is that anyone could create a virus at home with these tools and unleash it.
Stuff, man.
And I hope and pray that you...
Now, if there's one possible scary future that we are all probably aware of, it's the effects of climate change.
Nós, cara! Olha isso aí!
That's crazy. Climate has changed? But it's all the government fault. They trying to blame it on us. They trying to blame it on us. Climate change.
By definition, climate change is the periodic modification of Earth's climate due to changes in the atmosphere and interactions between the atmosphere and other geologic, chemical, biological, and geographic factors within the Earth's system. The thing is, it happens from time to time for the Earth's atmosphere to change, and within this change, temperatures drop or rise.
It's crazy.
However, since the Industrial Revolution, humans have expelled huge amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and scientists and experts say that this has triggered an unnatural warming that has seen the Earth's temperature rise dramatically over a short period of time. But there are experts and scientists out there that disagree that this has anything to do with the Industrial Revolution or carbon dioxide. Some actually say that this has more to do with the sun or other factors. What I have noticed, however, in the last couple of years or maybe more, is that our atmosphere isn't acting the way it used to. It's cold one day, hot the other, people have been registering snow in the desert and many other strange factors that show us that something is going on. And if nothing is done, we may be facing a bizarre and scary future.
It's gonna be scary, trust me, it's gonna be scary.
Now, one thing is to be in control of our future, and in case of a Terminator scenario, we wouldn't be. And this is one of the scariest things that I could ever imagine. When I was younger, I remember watching the Terminator and thinking, this is never gonna happen in my lifetime. Well, I guess I was wrong.
That skill is all AI.
Told you, AI.
It's flying itself. Just like any mobile device these days. It has cameras and sensors. And just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition.
Fully automated weapon systems that hunt down humans is something that isn't that far from becoming a reality. These systems, known as LAWs, lethal autonomous weapons, are under development, and it's only a matter of time before they're tacked onto pre-existing weapons, including powerful munitions. These robotic weapons are supposed to reduce human casualties and make war more humane, but experts fear these futuristic killing machines could be prone to accidents and even escape human control. I've mentioned this before, but one thing that I really enjoy doing is looking up to the sky and wondering exactly what it is that is out there.
Those are aliens coming down here, y'all. Look at it's coming down the same direction. Oh, it's breaking up. Oh, it's 6, it's 8, it's 9. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, they stopped.
However, there is one thing that is out there for sure, and that's 6,000 satellites that we humans put up there at some point. The thing is, we have become completely dependent.
And they know
on
what's going
satellites.
on, trust me.
They're coming.
The government
What
knows.
the hell is that?
And there is something called the Kessler syndrome. It's a theoretical scenario in which the density of objects in low Earth orbit due to space pollution is high enough that collisions between objects could cause a cascade in which each collision generates more space debris that increase the likelihood of further collisions. Without these satellites, our ability to communicate would diminish dramatically. GPS would be completely wiped out, along with those systems dependent on it. Space-based synchronization would grind to a halt, affecting everything from the financial sector to the electrical grid. In 2020, a lot of people were asking themselves, when will we make contact with aliens?
It's gonna be soon. In the next 10 years, for sure.
The thing is, between the year of 2019 and 2020, strange videos were released by officials showing what's supposed to be an alien craft. However, it's very difficult to affirm if the technology that we are seeing is indeed alien. And the thing is, if they do exist, would they want to make contact with us?
I don't want to
or would they
contact
prefer
no
to stay
I don't want to talk to
hidden?
the
Actually,
people.
this is something that a lot of people ask themselves throughout their lives. Is
That's
there
got me
anything out there?
nervous.
Will we
Scared,
ever
you
make
heard me?
contact? The thing is, there is a possibility that we have already made contact, and there is also the
Yeah, they
possibility
made contact. They
that we
been
will
made
never
contact.
make
The government made
and
contact.
that is a future that scares the heck out of
That's
me,
how they
at
get their
least,
knowledge. That's how they
and
get
many
all
other
this
people out there.
knowledge. Trust
Well,
me.
this is it for now, but we
Trust me, man. That's how they get all their knowledge. They know what time it is. You feel me? So, at the same time, man, we just need to keep our eyes open and stay focused and locked in. You know what I mean? Because there's some crazy stuff that's going on. It's some crazy times. The weather is crazy. All kinds of stuff is crazy right now. So, you know, as we go along, this is why it's important. And I'm not trying to push this on anybody, but this is why it's important to read the Bible, because all this stuff is in the Bible. So, you know, with that being said, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all till the next time, all right? Peace.